hope you heard me in session on Nicky Campbell's programme last night, backed by Mike Oldfield. Mega, as you youngsters say. Tonight we have a session from Victim's family, and to start...
Kurara
Those are the Four Brothers, of course. Who could it possibly be if it wasn't them? And that's Rumbidzai, and I still can't believe they played in our garden. And I think that from now on, every time I start to feel sorry for myself, as we all do from time to time, I shall go and lie on the grass where they played and feel better about the whole thing altogether, I think. This is Galaxy 500, Tugboat. From Shimmy Disc Europe, from the LP today, that's Galaxy 500 with Tugboat, and the band booked to do a session for us pretty darn soon, is my understanding of it. And in case my first announcement didn't make a great deal of sense to you, and frankly I'm not entirely surprised if it didn't, what I was saying was, if you weren't listening to last night's programme, at my birthday party at home last Saturday, the Four Brothers played, without my being aware of it in advance, they played like for 90 minutes or something, and the entire village is frankly, all the people who were there anyway, still a swoon with it all. And to tonight's session, in which a victim's family plays skillfully with a loud noise. Somebody phoned me up a week or so ago on the Mayo phone to say, hey, when's that victim's family session going to be repeated? Tonight. That was Love Letters and Balderdash. More from them later in the programme, of course. Now, final cut. Incidentally, for those of you who are interested in football, the Liverpool Palace match, and not quite, it's got about, 25 minutes to go, something like that, but it was 3-0 at half-time. I don't think I need to tell you to whom. That's Final Cut on the Full Effect label. Intense excitement in central London tonight with news hoardings everywhere reading "New Baby for Fergie," presumably for those who feel that you might be going to have the first one again. And the Nirvana LP is now available, courtesy of the Tupelo Recording Company, on compact disc. It still sounds pretty terrific to me. Take me by surprise again. That's Nirvana from the LP, formerly on Sub Pop, now on a compact disc, courtesy of the Tupelo Recording Company and School. I have a different favourite track each week from that, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing the ensemble when they come over here. It's been a while since we heard anything from Roy Rogers and the Sons of the Pioneers.
Pecos Bill was quite a cowboy down in Texas, and a western superman, to say the least. He was the roughest, toughest critter, never known to be a quitter, 'cause he never had no fear of man or beast. So yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-o, for the toughest critter west of the Alamo. Once he roped the raging cyclone out of nowhere, then he straddled it and settled down with ease. And while that cyclone bucked and flitted, Pecos rolled a smoke and lit it, and he tamed that ornery wind down to a breeze. So yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-o. Once there was a drought that spread all over Texas, so to sunny California he did go. And though the gag is kinda corny, he brought rain from California. That's the way we got the Gulf of Mexico. So yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-o, for the toughest critter west of the Alamo.
Now once a band of rustlers stole a herd of cattle, but they didn't know the herd they stole was Bill's. And when he caught them crooked villains, Pecos knocked out all their fillings. That's the reason why there's gold in them there hills.
So yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-o, for the toughest critter west of the Alamo. Oh, Pecos lost his way while traveling on the desert. It was 90 miles across the burning sand. He knew he'd never reach the border if he didn't get some water. So he got a stick and dug the Rio Grande. While a tribe of painted Indians did a war dance, Pecos started shooting up their little game. He gave them redskins such a shake-up that they jumped out of their makeup. That's the way the painted desert got its name. So yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-oh, for the toughest critter west of the Alamo. While reclining on a cloud high over Texas, with his guns he made the stars evaporate. Then Pecos saw them stars.
Rather, Gary Gillespie, a near post header, 4-0. Peter Beardsley, 5 minutes later, 5-0. And after 67 minutes, a penalty stroked home by John Aldrich. His first touch of the game since coming on as substitute. And Crystal Palace have just missed a penalty at the other end. And Liverpool have the ball just outside.
Always gets what he wants.
A couple of Texan ditties for you there. The first of them being from Roy Rogers and the Sons of the Pioneers, and that was There'll Never Be Another Pecos Bill. And then from Houston, Texas, the Pain Teens from their LP Case Histories, and that was called Preppy Killer. Last night we had a session from Anne Revin, and a very good one it was too, and I forgot to mention the fact that they've got 1 or 2 gigs coming up, written on a piece of paper, part of which is torn, but on some date this month, they play the White Horse in Brixton, in London. It's the 20-something, I would say, but not the 29th, because on the 29th they're at the Queen's University, Belfast. Then on the 30th, and this is again handwritten, so I can knock. It looks like the Gwadora Bar, something like that, in Derry. Anyway, so those people listening in Derry, well, I'm sure know where that is. And Revin playing there on the 30th. I'll try and find out when it is that they're at the White Horse, Brixton. But as I say, the piece of paper is torn. Right, anyone for superstition?
On the tip, time to flip, cause I'm kicking a Motown hit. I juiced it up and I made it sound rougher. I'm quite sure y'all had enough of suckers trying to flex and flex. Who's next to get attacked by the venom? But I'll stay calm till Louis Lou says get him. Smitty jump in, give the track a slice. That was nice. JB1's by the door with the sawed-off shotgun. He'll buck any duck who think you want some of this. But they can't hang. The next sounds you hear will be a click, then a bang. From out the barrel flies a dum-dum. Yeah, troop, you know the outcome. You know the outcome. You know the outcome. You know the outcome. Be on the lookout, here I come. Your best bet, dial 911, cause I'm a bomb you can't disarm, never calm. I'll turn the stage into Vietnam. The war's begun, I'ma roll like a boulder. When it's over, you're an unknown soldier. Buried under beats, cuts, and rhymes. Interpretation, yo, I'm gonna get mine. You had doors, couldn't hold it. You lost it, caught heads or tails. The coin, I'ma toss it. In the air, when it falls, it's neutral. Smitty pull out. Get through, a scratch, a cut, a rip on the mix. Being in for beats, lose supplies to fix. I supply rhymes flowing off my tongue. Yeah, that's right. You know the outcome. You know the outcome. You know the outcome. You know the outcome. Rhymes are like flames, spit 'em out like a dragon. The fly Fendi fella got a lot of tongues wagging. Damn, goddamn, man, damn, I'm dope. But dope is a drug, so am I dope? Nope, I can't be shaken, I can't be shook. Rhymes are never raw or overcooked. They just write like the porridge in a bedtime tale. Will I fall off the map? Only time will reveal. But now I say no, the green light says go. I demolish a foe, cause I'm a pro. And oh, yo, check the move, yeah, let me continue. The Grand Supreme is now on the menu. Or should I say agenda? Time for me to send a rhyme to the phonies and the great pretenders. They're all on the tip, they all want some. But yo, that's right, you know the outcome. You know the outcome. You know the outcome. You know the outcome. I like cereal just like Mikey. On my feet, I like to wear Nike sneakers. Speakers shaking, you're aching to be in my spot, but yo, it's taken. Bust the rhythm as I start to give them some of my venom. Here's how I'm living. Larger than life, life at its largest. Some come hard, I come the hardest. Rhymes good to go, South Bronx built. They shake speakers, be your speakers tilt. Lyrics damage your mental health. Don't sing along, you might hurt yourself. A fair warning, a new day's born. I took an oath to MC, now I'm sworn in. Don't try to flex, you don't want none. In other words, you know the outcome. You know the outcome. You know the outcome. You know the outcome.
Priority one from the LP on Tough City called Total Chaos, and that's You Know the Outcome. And back with our guests in session tonight, Victims Family, Corona Belly. Victims Family in session, and that's called Corona Belly. The band has been described all day on Radio 1 as being a Leeds band. Well, I suppose it's possible that they've been to Leeds, but they don't come from there. This is, incidentally, tomorrow night, Bomb Disneyland in session. This is Teamworks. got to fade this down to tell you something you're not going to believe. The final whistle hasn't gone at Anfield yet, but it's 9-0 at the moment.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's so funny.
There is just one word.
From Underground Rockers Volume 2 on Link Records, that's HDQ and One Word. I don't think I'll be hearing from my former rhythm pal for quite some time, unless there's a sudden fight back by Palace. The Jesus and Mary Chain, Blues from a Gun.
Stand in my head.
Jesus and Mary Chain, of course, and that's called Blues from a Gun, as you must know, the current single. Incidentally, the record that I faded a while back to give you the football score was Rockfort Rock by Teamworks featuring Stepper, which is on the WAU Mr. Modo record label. And the final score, in fact, is 9-0. Curiously enough, neither of the Crystal Palace supporters that I know is answering the phone this evening. At least I've tried phoning them both, and neither of them has answered the phone. And apparently, according to the sports room, those 9 goals were scored by 8 different players, which I think is rather impressive, including Hussein scoring his first goal. This is Chill Rob G.
My rhymes as I kick them, leave your victim to the beat. I'm advancing, people dancing in the street to my drum. More wise words from the chill one. You felt the effect in the past and you're still numb. Leaving you bugs in the dust is a must for me. Silly you clowns gather round and discuss the G, wondering which move I might make next. I'm stacking my rhymes so I climb to the apex. Why should I wait for a date with destiny? I'll pick the time, the place that's best for me. Don't bother trying to block or hold me back. Advancement is my mind's only track. I'm an aristocrat, a ghetto diplomat, and I'm blessed with a gift for rap. So I'm shooting my mouth off, cause suckers are shootable. Flaunting my flesh cause I'm black and it's beautiful. Many have fallen from being too careless. It pays to raise your cultural awareness. Know who you are, where you're going, and where you came from. Breaking your neck for respect, man, that's plain dumb. Respect is something you gain by being yourself. Otherwise, we're respecting somebody else, the person you wanna be, not who you really are. Yo, can you follow me, or did I just go too far? I don't wanna confuse y'all, so just get on board and walk this way, cause I'm moving forward, advancing, swift is how I move. Before I grip the mic, I calm my mood. Let me activate, I'm an activist. You wanna rap? Develop a knack for this. Learn to use your head, got to be more careful. Be doing nothing stupid, cause somebody dared you. I'm an earful, an eyeful, and a rival. Giving you back what you lack for survival into rap, and it just so happens that I'm a black man. Robin still got skill, and I pack jams. Rhymes I wrote, I devote to promote pride. People can quote what I spoke, cause I don't lie. My records do not slip, skip, and they won't slide. This jam was made by the king and I. Mark's remarkable bass shakes the floorboard. The whole place vibrates while I'm moving forward. Out of my way, you see me coming. Drop from the sky and I hit the ground running. No confusion or complications. The name is still Chill Rob, and this groove is motivation.
I'm sure you got the feel of that by now. On Wild Pitch Records, never knowingly made a bad record, I think. I mean, you know, never seen a bad record on Wild Pitch. Chill Rob G, and it comes from the LP Ride the Rhythm, and that's called Motivation. A little something from the Butthole Surfers, one that I've not played you before, actually, from the forthcoming 12-inch on Blast First. This is Helicopter.
Feel like a sail.
Blast first, proud to be part of the industry of human happiness. That's the Butthole Surfers with Helicopter. Not in the shops yet, I think, but shortly out on 12-inch. And while that was going on, I used the 6 3/4 minutes of that to some advantage, actually, because I phoned up my former rhythm pal and his those exciting Canadian tones that have delighted generations. Okay, to them, hi there, they went. And I said, guess who? And he went, oh no. And that was almost the sum of our conversation. The victim's family in session, Burley Jalisco. No idea what it means. What I want to know is, who are the slackers who didn't score? I won't mention it again, I promise. You must be getting fed up with it. Victim's Family, and that's called Burley Jalisco. One more from them before the end of the programme. This is one of those records that you get requests for about every 6 months. People write in and say, how about playing that one again? So, from the inflatable boy Clams on Subterranean Records, a little classic in its way, a little bit of living theatre. I'm sorry.
You know your blue dress, your favorite one with all the lace and the full skirt? Well, I wore it out the other night. I thought I would surprise you at that party we went to last Friday. So it was real nice to wear and stuff, but I came home and I had started my period, and it was all over the back of it, this big stain. And so I tried to bleach it out because I knew that you liked the dress so much, but I bleached out the dress and it ate away all the fabric in the back, plus all the petticoats. So there's this big hole all around the skirt. I'm sorry.
Well, I came in here the other day and your pink poodle was in here, and I saw the bass plugged in, so I started playing the bass. And then your dog started chewing on the cord, and he started like frying and frizzing, and then I thought it sounded so good that I put the tape recorder on, and he kind of like fried a little bit too much. I'm sorry.
I went into your room the other day to listen to your tapes, and I put on this one tape with you and Alan, and I played it, and I guess your tape recorder was broken or something, and it ate it in half. So I put in another one with you and Winston, and I was listening to that one, and it did the same thing. Then I put on one with you and Bruce, and it ate that one too. And then I put on you and Steven. So all your tapes, all your favorite tapes got eaten. So I don't think you should use your tape recorder, but I'm sorry.
Well, that doesn't matter, because I went into your bedroom the other night, and your cousin was in there in bed, and I thought it was you, so I crawled in, and then I just started feeling around, and it felt really good, and then I found out that he sort of likes doing it with me, and he says he wants to do it more on a regular basis and see me more than you. I'm kind of sorry about that.
I went to use your car the other day, you know, after you were over with my cousin. I guess I was mad or something. But I took your car down the street, and you haven't seen your car yet, have you? No. Well, I took your car down the street, and I was driving it, and you know how bad I am about accidents. Well, I went, and I stopped in the middle of an intersection so I wouldn't get in a wreck. And this car came, and it didn't really damage the body, but it broke all the glass, and all the windows are out. And I'm sorry.
Well, anyway, I saw your drawings here and your layouts, and I just thought I'd kind of fix them up a little bit, make them, you know, a little more cropped. So I kind of like changed them around. Sorry.
Not this time, boy. The Hype Mix, that's Heart and Soul on New Sound Records, an expensive import that I bought just for you, dear listener. And before that, it was the Inflatable Boy Clams from 1981, from a double single pack on Subterranean Records, and that was called I'm Sorry. A little classic, actually. I'd forgotten about that one virtually, and it was a joy to hear it again. At 10 o'clock after the news, Nicky Campbell with more from the brand new Mike Oldfield session. Alas, without me tonight, I'm afraid. You'll have to make do without me. Plus a repeat session from Mid Bites, and then at 12 o'clock, it's Richard Skinner. No details provided, beyond the fact that it's after midnight, but you could probably have worked that out for yourselves. This is from the Pale Saints, their first single. There was, of course, that track on the German compilation LP, but this is now on 4AD Records, a 12-inch, and this is Sight of You. thrilled to their session. Now you've got a record as well on 4AD. That's Sight of You by the Pale Saints. The EP itself, rather puzzlingly, is called something which isn't on there at all. Hold on a second, I have to get the sleeve. Is called Barging into the Presence of God. There you are, that's the title of the EP. And this is from a new LP from Freiwilliger Selbstkontrolle, now I think permanently shortened to FSK. I mean, that's what it's a German pressing, and it says that on it. It's on the Zigzag record label, and the band are fearful that they're not going to get a release in Britain for it, which would be a pity, because I always like their stuff. But it is available if you have sources in Germany. Jodler for Sonny Sharrock.
Sonny Sharrocks Plektron hoch und heilig mein. Ich traf sie auf dem Parkplatz bei den Autos, hatte sie unterschob sie vor, denn gleich ging's los. Sie fragte, wer dort auf der Bühne stünde. Ich sagte, Sonny Sharrock gibt den Blues. Und wenn ich überhaupt mir etwas wünschte, außer einen Kuss auf ihren Mund, dann wär's nur ein kleines Stückchen Plastik. Sonny Sharrocks Plektron hoch und heilig mein.
Jodler for Sonny Sharrock, and that comes from the LP Original Gasman Band by FSK. And the last tonight from the Victims family in session, As It Were, and God, Jerry and the PMRC.
Because
counter the evil influences of rock and roll perverts in order to preserve the sanctity of this grand and glorious nation that God serves us to exploit, right? Well, because of the breakdown in the family unit and the all-encompassing aspects of the entertainment industry, the self-appointed God and public morality of doing it, it's necessary to censor this trash.
Leaving the best to last, not for the first time. That's the Victims' family in session. On tomorrow night, it's Bomb Disneyland, by the way, as it were, and God, Jerry and the PMRC there. And to end the programme, Holy Ghost Incorporated, The Word.
When me I go give you some boom shakalak. Some say me white and some say me black. Every time you see me, say me have on the hat. Underneath the hat, when me talk me dreadlock. Lick off me hat, lock will drop. Over finish on me sit down in on me back. Some of them brown, some of them black. Come up over Mexico, the one you for chop fire. Hey, Lord have mercy. Hey, how you know? Feel the heat.
Pretty cute, if you ask me. That's the Holy Ghost Incorporated in the Word, ending tonight's programme, on which you heard an excellent session from Victim's Family. Tomorrow, Bomb Disneyland. Coming up next is the news. That'll be followed by Nicky Campbell. And, well, thanks very much for listening. Good night. 9-0. Come on.